So I just put up a video about how God is your human imagination, and how that's a shock for a lot of people. And there's probably many out there who just can't accept it. So they kind of run home to mama, back to their old religious beliefs. You know, no harm done either way. So this one here, I ask everyone to believe in God, but God is not something on the outside of you. God is your own wonderful human imagination. If you have any other God, you have a false God. So all the stuff about not worshiping false gods in the Bible is really talking about this, not what most people think it means, not what preachers and priests and popes and whoever have taught that it means, for generations. So it comes as a shock. It comes as a shock. So this one here, I want to segue into this. To the unenlightened man, this will seem to be all fantasy. Yet all progress comes from those who do not take the accepted view, nor accept the world as it is. That's another Neville Goddard quote. So there you go. To the unenlightened man, this is all just fantasy. You can't imagine your way into a different life situation. That's fantasy. What are you talking about? That's wishful thinking, Wrong. So, and progress comes from those who do not take the accepted view. Now, whether they know they're manifesting it or not, I mean, you've had many people through the ages who were manifesting things because the whole necessity is the mother of invention. Inventors and people like that, they were thinking of a better way. And yes, they did use the tools they had within the hologram of this life to create that stuff. But they had a vision. They had a vision, and they imagined it first. And they just didn't realize what they were doing. They didn't realize what they were doing. So all progress comes from those who do not take the accepted view. There's nothing in our lives right now that was not first imagined. These computer phones we work on, these laptops, the internet, electric lighting, airplanes travel, jet travel, whatever. All of this stuff. I mean, at one time, this stuff would have been called black magic. It would have been called, you would have been burned at the stake for even suggesting that someday humans would fly in these giant metal winged machines, You'd be burned at the stake just for suggesting that, I mean, when Copernicus, talked about what was really up there in the heavens, he was persecuted by the church. People, they don't want, anything that threatens their safe little view, they feel threatened by, if they're that type. But if you're into this stuff, you're not that type. You're kind of special in a way because you see, you realize this other stuff doesn't make sense. And you're looking for real answers. You're looking for real answers, and you're willing to cross that bridge. So feel good about that. Feel good about that. And keep doing this stuff. Keep imagining, living from the wish fulfilled, from the end. And make it work for you. Make it work for you. Just, if you can't imagine, keep practicing. You must do the work. And doing the work means doing the imagining work. Doing the affirmations. Anything that works for you. Affirmations, mental diet, all of that stuff.